Ladies and gents, another tactic talk for you. This time it is the Vincere 424 version 2. Obviously that there is another version of this. It is from Scorch123 from where I got this from. Basically, the creator's notes say, this is version 2 of the new 424 formation I am trying to develop. Simming the full season resulted in 97 points with Manchester City, mind you, with a 109 goal difference. Wow, which is a significant improvement on version 1. Again, most of the points dropped were in away games, with only points dropped at home coming against Wolves in the final game of the season. To improve the testing process, a few players versatile in multiple positions were added to the Man City squad to reduce the impact of injuries on testing. Well, we're not doing that. We're just simming the straight season full through. As you can see, it is basically a number 2 form. It is a 4-2-4. So we're going to get right into the tactic. As always, pause where you want to see some more information. I know I go through these pretty quickly, but a sweeper keeper in defend, wing back on the left in support, a fullback on the right in support, ball playing defenders down the middle, a segunda volante in support down below, a Mazzala up above in support in the midfield, inside forward in attack on the left, a winger in support on the right, and 2 advanced forwards in attack. If you haven't figured out yet tactics, if you've got some people up front, make them advanced forwards. It seems to be the most overpowered stuff in the game right now. Pretty much everyone is using advanced forwards, but it is a balanced mentality, in possession, attacking with the standard, approach plays pass into space, overlap on the left and right, focus play down the left and right, passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses, and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter distribute quickly, and roll it out. And out of possession, high press line of engagement, standard defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and get stuck in. Now, how did it do with our 3 teams of Tottenham, Wolves, and Newcastle? Well, as you can see, they didn't get the 97 points. Man City cruising to top with 89 points, Liverpool's 83, but Wolves climbing the ranks to get 81. 26-3-9 is fantastic form there for them. 86 goals for, 46 against, so 40 goal differential. Not nearly the 109 goal differential that he got with Man City, but a fantastic result there anyway. Tottenham with 66 points, kind of average. Newcastle a little maybe higher than average, well, about average, 65. So all 3 teams in Europe next season, but Wolves are the standout right now. Wolves' schedule starting out looks pretty nice. I mean, you do have 2 losses to Liverpool and Newcastle right there in the first month, but look at that sea of green. An absolutely fantastic run. But November against Norwich, EFL Cup 3rd round, you're out there. Another loss to Man City. You keep going in the FA Cup, though. Second half of the season, you still have nice runs, absolutely amazing runs. But you do have a smattering of losses there. You do get to the FA Cup final. You do win it against West Ham, 3-1. Still, for Wolves, absolutely fantastic return. Tottenham's schedule a lot spottier. I mean, 2-8 against Man City at the Etihad. Absolute insanity. But look at all these losses here. Not great at all. And then continue on in the second half. EFL Cup, FA Cup, you're through. Up EFL Cup semi-final first leg 0-4 against Liverpool. You do win out at home 2-0, but still you're out there. Europa League, you've been knocked down to. Trabzonspor, you're through. Lazio, you're through. FA Cup quarterfinals, you're not. 0-4 against Brentford. Ouch. Quarterfinals against Roma, you're through. But Arsenal is where you lose out. 0-3 away from home, and then 1-1 draw at home. You do have a fantastic April, but the second half of the season just not treating you all that well. Newcastle, I don't expect to be much different. They do have a fantastic run after yet another Liverpool loss at the start of the season, but an awful October, really. You do continue on. EFL Cup 4th round, you lose immediately to Liverpool. FA Cup 3rd round, you lose again. I mean, Liverpool is just kicking your ass this time around. But the second half of the season is pretty spotty. Transfer-wise for Wolves, Manafá from Porto, 875K. That's it. And that's your only one in September. But, I mean, Wolves not really spending a lot of money anyway. Tottenham bringing in Weston Sugawara from AZ, 38.5 million, and Facundo Gonzalez from Valencia Mestalla at 5.75 million. So they're actually picking up some new people. Davidson Sanchez out to Milan for 25.5. Newcastle spending a little bit of money as well. Kai Kennedy, Pereira. We've seen Jason Steele from Brighton for 200K. Ronnie Edwards we've seen. Douglas Santos I know we've seen from Zenit 25.5. And outs, Isaac Westendorf to Wigan for 30.5. I mean, not big outs right now. Squad-wise, I mean, as you can see, Jose Sa, 47 appearances. Max Kilman with 44. Nathan Collins with 43. So we're getting some people we haven't seen a whole lot of. Raul Jimenez up there with 43. Goal-wise, though, Cunha with 26. Clearly the tops. Jimenez with 25. I mean, not clearly the tops, I guess. We don't care about Guedes, but Pedro Neto with 8. What a drop there from 25 to 8. Assists, Pablo Sarabia, of course, with 25. Traore with 15. And Nunez with 12. Adama Traore was 7-4-1, 7-3-1 for Cunha. Jimenez was 7-2-1, so that's kind of funny, 4-3-2. But not doing too badly right now. Hugo Lloris with a whopping 60 appearances. Son with 56 plus 3, and Harry Kane with only 48 plus 3. So he was kept out for at least a couple matches. Goal-wise, though, Kane with 34, not surprising. Son with 28 is fantastic. Richarlison with 25. I wonder how realistic that is. But assist-wise, 16 for Son, Kane with 11, Despodov and Betancourt with 10 apiece. I don't know Despodov, but only in, well, 28 plus 25 appearances. So he's been there for, wow, he's played a lot. Average rating, not great. 7.26 for Kane, Son with 7.11, and Richarlison with 7.09. And those are the only three above 7. And for Newcastle, Nick Pope with 42, St. Maxim with 39 plus 1, Callum Wilson with 38 plus 2. So definitely a lot less than Tottenham and Wolves, but, you know, they're getting some appearances at least. 30 goals for Callum Wilson. Isaac with 27 and the 14 for Almiron. Wilson just picking it up. Assists, though, 14 for Almiron. Isaac with 13. St. Maxim and Trippier with the same. 11 for, who is it? Jolinton with 11. So, I mean, they've got some assists. Overall, they just didn't do all that great. But 7.68 for Isaac, 7.34 for Wilson, 2.5 for Miguel Almiron, and then 7.23 for Jolinton. So, I mean, they've got some good numbers. That 7.68 is absolute lights out. If you don't have Isaac firing on all cylinders, then yeah, you might have some problems. But this time around, they did very well with that. Data hub-wise for Wolves, as you'd expect, shaky defensively, very good in attack. It's what we see all the time. They have some very good attacking numbers. Not quite tops of the league, but, you know, they came in, what was it, third? So doing fairly well. A lot of Premier League average numbers. And yeah, defending. Tottenham's about the same. Fouls against per game, they picked it up there. Some of these numbers, I think some might be slightly larger than Wolves. I can't really see. The goals per game, not so much. But, you know, for the most part, above league average, so not too bad. Defending, tackles attempted per game is above there. Now, this is what you expect from a 7.68 Alexander Isaac. Shaky defensively, as you can see, as always. But so good in attack. The goals, the non-expected penalties per game, and then shots per game all through the roof. Everything else, I mean, even crossing percentage, completion percentage is above the Premier League average as dribbles per game. But right here, these three are just fantastic. So Premier League stats, as you can see, Newcastle, 106 goals. I mean, not a huge amount more than Man City or Liverpool, but still 106 goals is a fantastic return. Isaac just lights out, as was Callum Wilson. But Wolves with 86, Tottenham with 75. Fewest shots, most possession. I mean, most dribbles made. There's Newcastle. Wolves with fewest conceded, but still, I mean, Tottenham and Wolves with shutouts. Most tackles, Tottenham. Pass completion, nobody. Shots, there you go. Newcastle with 779. A fantastic amount above Liverpool right there. Man City still beating them, though, with 794. But most points per game, as you would expect. Most goals, there you go. Callum Wilson with 29. Isaac with 25. Cunha, Son, and Jimenez are all in there as well. Most assists, Traore, Sarabia, Almiron, Trippier, and Isaac in the mix as well. I mean, it's through the roof. 13 is pretty good right off the bat. Most player of the match awards, though. Callum Wilson was 7, Son 7, and Isaac was 6, so pretty average there. Best pass, nobody. You got Wolves Traore with most dribbles made. Nobody in the goalkeeping departments. Most shutouts, so you do have Lloris and Sa, but tackles won nobody. Key passes, oh, there you go. Trippier, Sarabia, and Neves all in there. 156, wow. Most shots, Haaland, of course, with 201, but Isaac with 143 and Callum Wilson with 102. Callum Wilson getting 29 goals and 102 shots. That is a pretty nice return. So overall, again, another attacking-minded tactic. Wolves doing a fantastic job with 81 points. Tottenham and Newcastle pretty much bang on average, but Wolves definitely the stars of this tactic. But yeah, no, the guy has a lot of information to take a look at. He's got some screenshots and everything for you to take a look at. So check it out. take a look at what you want. It's definitely one of those, if you like a DM and a midfielder up there, but you still want that 4-2-4. This is a nice one to take a look at. But anyway, that's it for me. I am Sefian FM for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.